morning. It is Friday. I have not been good at filming anything the past few weeks. I've been really stressed getting this event, fundraising event up and going. It's gonna be next Saturday. So I've been doing posters, printing a lot of things. I had a buying appointment yesterday and brought all the clothes home to get cleaned. And my day is gonna be that, getting all of these new pieces out. I'll show some of it. I was gonna do a dedicated video on it, but I don't know. I don't know what the videos are gonna look like coming up. I just wanna get through this event and make it successful. And then I'll figure everything else out later. Oh, I am hot running around everywhere. I'm like sweating. But with this event, the reason why I've been working so hard on it and it's been taking up all of my time is because I'm so passionate about this nonprofit. It's called Minko to Pause. I know I've talked about it in previous episodes, but they provide spay and neuter services to lower income families just to stop the unnecessary euthanasia of like pets, cats, dogs. They do amazing work. It's a really small team. And I want to help raise money for them so they can keep providing these services. They have a food pantry for families to come in and get free food for their animals, puppy pads, all of that. So I'm trying to raise money for them and also supplies. And the bags under my eyes and how tired I am is because it's been a little bit of a fight to try to do this event and get community support. And maybe I'll do a whole other video on that. One of the sad realities of owning a small business, and again, this is just for the community I'm in, is it's very dog eat dog, everyone for themselves. And in order to get community support from bigger organizations in town that are supposed to be there for small businesses, it's usually just pay for play. And if they can't make money off of it, it's not going to be a worthwhile event for them. And sadly, this fundraiser has kind of been the same thing. And it's kind of been that thorn in my side of just trying to advocate for not only my small business, but also the nonprofit I'm trying to raise funds for and not getting the community support that should be there for something like this. Yeah, being a small business in this day and age is hard on a lot of different levels, but the support from city government, city officials, certain departments and areas of this community has left a lot to be desired. So dealing with all of that back end stuff and just trying to make this event as great as I can. If you're watching this, I'm not sure if I'll get this uploaded before the event. I'm hoping I will. I think this last Life Lately video is going to be a mishmash of so many different days. I lose track. That's kind of how my weeks feel. It's continuous. It's so many things happening at once. But if you want to donate to this cause, I will put their direct donation link below. Again, I love animals. I'm a huge animal lover. I love animals more than I love people. And I just want to do them right. All right, I'm going to start getting everything unpacked that I got and sort out this crazy day. Now, last night, like I said, it wasn't a last minute buying appointment, but it was right before close. And I got a bunch of really beautiful clothes, but I also got a ton of scarves, and I absolutely love scarves. I love tying them in my hair. I mean, you can do so much with them, and these ones are beautiful. I had to take a bunch home to wash them because they had a little bit of staining, but the reason why I stock up on these, they're great little add-ons, but also I am doing a market. Oh gosh, I don't even know what day it's going to be. I think it's in May at some point, and I like to have little things like these to stock my booth with. They're cheap, they're easy. Yeah. All right, let's go take a look at some of the clothes. All right, so these are all the clothes that I brought home yesterday to get laundered. Now, I was going to do a separate video on the pieces I got, but I don't have enough hangers. I'm running a little low on time. So I am just going to get these pieces out on the floor as hangers become available. I really wanted to show this one. I absolutely love this. See if I can get that laid out somewhat well. But it's this little kind of corally pink striped zip down mini dress with sash belt, and this is going to be amazing for summer. Now, one of the things I like to do with this market that I'm doing in May, I did it was the first vintage market of this kind that I did last year. And what I did was I saved a bunch of, gosh, my hands are so shaky today. I've not had enough caffeine. Sorry about that. I saved a bunch of summer pieces to bring out exclusively for that market, and I ended up selling a bunch of them, and that's kind of what I'm going to be doing for this market. Saving pieces so it's fresh and new and not something that's been sitting on the floor for a while. And again, got a bunch more scarves, including this one. It has a little bit of discoloration still, but really cool. Gonna get those out and again try to hang these, but there's one dress in particular that I was really excited about. Actually several, but one in particular that I'll show you, because we all know anything with original tags is an immediate yes. All right, now this is one of the dresses that really stood out to me, and it's this, I believe it's either late 50s or probably early 1960s, black, really cool knit Vicky Vaughn dress with all of its original tags. And I love that only the look is expensive, as seen in 17, which 17 magazine. Looks like original price was $8.99. How cool is that? Never worn, dead stock. Really excited to get this photographed and up on the website. And once I get hangers for the other two dresses, I will pop them up here. But oh, I absolutely love this. And again, the tags are what do it for me. All right, so I pulled the other two dresses I kept, and I haven't steamed them yet, so they are extremely wrinkly. But this really cool 1960s navy and polka dot belted dress with these stunning huge buttons. And then we have this gorgeous 1960s navy blue dress as well. And look at those little scalloped edges on the collar. I'm obsessed. Again, they just need to be steamed out. I'm hoping with all of these I can get them up on the website. It's been really hard. The one thing that I try to explain to people when they ask why I don't get pieces online super fast, it's so much work. And if you are a seller out there, you get it. You have to steam, mend, clean, photograph, measure, write descriptions, edit photographs, all of that. And doing it on top of running the shop can be really hard. So I'm gonna try my best to get these up. So if I do, by the time this video goes up, I'll put the link below as always, but just gonna keep chugging along on it. But I'm absolutely obsessed with these. All right, so it's been one of those days where I've been getting people coming in, selling pieces left, right, and center. So this is a last minute buying appointment pop in, and as you can see, we have a nice mix of jewelry. Looks like some early 1950s, maybe late 1940s acrylic pieces and sets, little rhinestones. Again, I am going to work really hard to get these up online, but one that piqued my interest was this really large cross. And I saw, if I can find it, the little tag on the end, and it's a Whiting Davis, which is really cool. I love Whiting Davis pieces. Probably won't end up keeping this cross for myself. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But a lot of really cool and interesting jewelry and clothes. So this is the thing. If you're a reseller, this is the time of year where you end up getting a lot of people in for buying appointments, wanting to sell, even though it's the slowest time of the year selling and retail wise. So it's always that balance of, okay, can't take in more than what goes out, but there's some times where you just can't pass any of that up. Some of these necklaces are really cool. Glass beads, really interesting pieces of jewelry. The woman who brought them in wore some of these when she was in high school, but others belonged to her mother, so they are a little bit earlier. Yeah, really interesting pieces, and some of them I'm looking at, like this one in particular, it feels too heavy to be glass, and the beads are they're not uniform at all, so I'm wondering if this is actual stone. Some of these pieces, not that one. I know these are wood beads. I'll have to go through and look at all of these. But I'm excited to get these photographed. It's really beautiful little set. I've always had luck with these sets in the past, and now it's just getting them up and online as fast as I can. Good morning. It is the Monday before the event that I have been planning for a couple months now, and I'm really nervous. So the name of the event is Chai for a Cause, and it's help animals get chai, and we're giving free chai to anyone that donates a pet food pantry item like dog food, cat food, litter, puppy pads, anything like that. Or if you donate money to one of my favorite local nonprofits, Minn Kota Paws. And for anyone that makes any one of those donations, you get free chai from my favorite chai truck here in town, Namaste Chai. And I'm throwing in a couple of extra goodies as well. My partner is an illustrator, and he did a special limited edition little print that's free for anybody who donates. I'll remember to put in a picture of the print here. And then I have to show you the amazing Dominique, who owns the best coffee brand, as far as I'm concerned, Breakfast at Dominique's, is donating a free bag of one of our Hollywood Legends coffee blends to anyone who donates items or monetary donation of 75 and older. If you see, she has such amazing stars as Mamie Van Doren. We have Boris Karloff, of course, Ella Fitzgerald, Joan Crawford, Harold Lloyd, Mary Pickford, and Barbara Lamar. Really, really excited. I am so happy that I know amazing people who want to help and want to pay it forward as well. Because I am going to be sampling one of Dominique's coffees at this event. And by the time I put this video up, the event will have passed. But it's the Mamie Van Doren Starlet Blend, and it's chocolate raspberry. Oh God, it's so good. So I'll try to remember to put footage of the actual event into this video, but as you're watching this, the event's already happened, and I hope it went really well. I'm nervous. Doing my own event this year, I know I mentioned in a previous video, this time of year we usually do a local community event that is a cocoa and coffee crawl, but I didn't want to do something, I don't know, I wanted to do an event that was gonna do good and not just make money for a few, but actually have community benefits. And unfortunately, I couldn't be a part of that event because I am giving away all of this stuff for free, all of the drinks, everything like that. I'm not charging for it. So I'm not able to be involved in the event because of that. But I want to show, it's about actually helping and doing things in your community that's what makes it better. So we'll see. I know I was going to do a video, and I'm still going to do it, about kind of I don't want to say drama behind the event, because the event itself has been amazing. The people I've worked with have been amazing. But trying to drum up support in the community for it with bigger local organizations, that's where the drama and disappointment begins, because sadly in every community, and you hear me droll on and on and on about this, but there are establishments and organizations that if they can't profit off of it, it's not worth it to them, even though that defeats the purpose of a fundraiser, but I digress. Anyways, so today I'm getting signage done up for that, and just trying to get through this event. I'm really excited for it. I'm so happy to do it, but I'm not an event planner, and I'm very stressed out. I wake up at like 3 a.m. just stressing and have a lot of anxiety over it because I just want it to do well. I want people to enjoy themselves. I want this local nonprofit to feel like they got something helpful out of it. And I just want it to be a good time. But it's also my birthday this weekend, so it's just a lot of things happening at once, but I'm hyper focused on this event and just wanting it to do well. And then I feel like after that, then I can just reset, go back to just focusing on life things, and my mind is a mess. Anybody who does event planning, more power to you if that's your job. I wish I had that part in my brain where I thrived off of it. It's a lot. It's a lot of mental energy. But I had a few of those buying appointments last week, which were really good. I already sold 2 of the pieces. I got these beautiful 1940s pieces that I'll pop in here. And I have a prospective new buying appointment coming up that is going to be an on-site, on-location buying appointment. And I feel like it's kind of a video redemption, because a couple years ago, I helped clear out a couple of, when I say estates, it was an estate, but I just did clothing. I didn't clear everything out. I did clothing, jewelry, stuff like that. And I have another prospective one coming up that has a lot of really good clothing, closets packed, and I'm trying to get prepared for that. I usually every year have big buys like that, but I never get to video them. And the last couple I've had over the past couple of years, I wasn't doing this channel as much. I wasn't videoing any of it. And that's always the fun part. Those are the videos I love to do, are the vintage hauls and just things that I've been getting in. So hopefully I can get that done in the next, I don't know when it's going to happen, but hopefully soon. So for now, just focusing on the event, everything leading up to it, and I just want it to go well. I really just want it to go well. All right. I'm gonna stop stressing and just keep trucking away. Now, in anticipation for this event, me and my mom came in yesterday to reorganize, because I don't know if you remember here, I had all of my backstock bags. It was very disheveled. And one thing about the coffee crawl I did last year, I had a table set up right in this little entryway, and we had a chai, or no, we were doing hot cocoa last year and serving it from here. And I had this big display of pieces and some of the archive back here, and people really loved that. So I wanted to do that again this year. So I've been working on getting some displays up. I know I shouldn't do it by myself, but I have my ladder and I really want to start hanging things up there. But getting that sorted out, had to clear some space because we're going to have the coffee and the chai all back here ready to dispense. And then right here, I'm going to have a table with all of the little cards explaining what each drink is. We're going to have the donations there, a donation jar, information on Minn Kota Paws, and just try to make it as easy as possible. I'll have toppings to put in the chai. I have a couple of donations right there, and I want to set up kind of a little kitty food tower. But it's ticking down. I mean, I'm so grateful to be doing it, and it feels better to, when you go through the stress of planning an event, it's much more satisfying to know that it's doing good for something you care about, and it's not just another sales day. There's actually something good coming out of it, and that's what I'm looking forward to the most. So again, today I am going to be printing out more signage, drink explanations, and then also just getting it decorated a little bit more back here so it's something fun to look at. And then we're just going to count down. So this is the part that goes on behind the scenes that takes the most work, and that is getting all of these graphics done. So I am resizing this and putting it out on all of our social media pages and trying to get that done. So this is the tedious part that is so necessary and worth it, but it takes the longest. Good morning. It is Sunday. It is the day after my event, and I feel wonderful. I didn't get a chance to film any video of the event yesterday. We had a really good turnout, so I'm happy I didn't have time to film anything, but throughout this, I'll be posting some photos that we managed to snap. It was a really great event. I obviously was really nervous about it. I wanted to have a good turnout. I wanted to have donations and good donations to give to Minn Kota Paws. And we did. We ended up raising, as of right now, and there's some late donations coming in, but we raised in that short period of time a little over $600 in cash and supply donations from amazing people in our community for Minn Kota Paws and their pet pantry for low-income families and families in need, and their spay and neuter it forward program to eliminate unnecessary euthanasia of pets. So I feel really great. We packed up some of the stuff yesterday, inventoried it, made sure we logged everything, and are going to go to Minn Kota Paws on Tuesday of this week to drop everything off. So I'm going to try to remember to film some of that in their amazing facility. But I have to say, I'm really, really proud of the community that we've built. I had my amazing friend Brittany, who I've known since the first grade, who's a vet tech at Minn Kota Paws, here yesterday helping and answering questions. My mom was manning the chai table and the donations, and my partner Charles was here doing custom pet portraits. Now I'll post a photo here of the free little postcard print that he made for this event, and anybody that donated, even if it was a can of cat food, 25 cents, got one of these little prints. But he did custom pet portraits for people yesterday, and it's funny, if you're an artist watching this, I know this is you. You don't think much of your artwork or that people want it or it's very good, and you think, oh, I did this custom commission for someone, I wonder if they'll even like it. That is exactly how Charles felt, and he, from 10 until actually almost the time we closed at 5 yesterday, he was wrapping up all of the custom pet portraits. I know he had at least 7 that I can think of, which for those customs, and he was doing it in pen and marker and ink here at the shop. Those aren't quick to do. So we all had an amazing time, amazing community. We were doing it in tandem with, well, I say in tandem, I forced it to be in tandem with that coffee and cocoa crawl event that was downtown. And we weren't allowed to be in the event because we were giving away product for free for a donation. And that was the purpose of the whole thing. So it is what it is. I wanted to do a fundraiser and not charge people for that. So anywho, we did really great. I'm tired, but in a really good way. I'm very, very proud. The people that came out, it was really cold yesterday, blustery. It snowed overnight, but people came out, supported this community, and I'm really, really proud. Again, community it's the people that you've met and the relationships that you've built. And I'm really, really proud. So I'm excited to get those over to Minn Kota on Tuesday. So today it's just going to be unwinding and organizing and putting things back a little bit. This week really was all about the event, and now coming up, I I'm like, okay, what next? I'm planning on filming another vintage lingerie collection video this week, so hopefully that'll be out in a couple of weeks. But I feel like I'll get to focus more on these projects that I've kind of put on the back burner so I could focus all of my attention on this event. Seeing the really great turnout and response to it, I'm excited to start planning one for the summer. Today is just recouping and recovery and just thanking people for coming out. And some of the people that came in yesterday are people I met through the shop years ago that have become my best, greatest friends, people I trust my life with. And it really was a retrospective of kind of that feeling of, if you build it, they will come. You put out energy out there and it draws really amazing people into your realm, and great friends and wonderful, amazing humans. So I'll stop blabbering, but I'm really, really happy. And again, if you're watching this video and you want to help, I'll post the donation link for Minn Kota Paws down below. And that's the greatest thing, is they help people who want to take care of their pets. And for me, I don't have kids. My animals are my pets, or are they are my pets, but they're also my children. They're my fur babies. So, but I want to show you some of the donations. We have them in back, and just give you a quick look at all of that. All right, so we have some in my car already packed and ready to go. Really big bags of cat litter, but it was nice. So on top of the cash, we got a lot of food and treats and goodies. So I'm really, really excited because these go a long way for a lot of families. I know me and my partner, we adopt special needs cats, and our amazing little bean boy Shmoo, who passed away a couple of years ago, he was diabetic, ended up getting, I can't remember the name of it, but it was cancerous bone lesion. It was like a matrix sarcoma or something like that. And he went through chemo and he eventually passed away, but he was a trooper. We would go back and forth to the city, the Twin Cities, once a month for his chemo, and it's very expensive. We paid out of pocket for that because our vet said that, with proper care and proper, support, his life can be extended and he can be happy and comfortable. And he was, until he wasn't, because that cancer comes back. And he has really been an inspiration for us. And at that time, that we took a really big financial hit, but it was worth it because we loved him. I still love him so much. I'll post little photos. And people were so kind to us. We had to do a fundraiser to help pay a little bit of his medical bills, and just seeing the community support, we wanted to make sure we could give back to the community that helped us. I'm tearing up as I'm saying this, so I'm gonna try to just not cry. But we just want to help people that they help the way they helped us, and I'll remember it forever. And this is our small contribution, and I'm excited to grow this event and do more with it and just see how big we can make it and how many families we can help. Part of what I wanted to do yesterday is, when people would come over and get the chai, they could see in here. Obviously, I didn't have this cart here, table set up and everything, but I just like to put out a mannequin with one of my favorite archival pieces. And if you've been watching these videos for a while, you may recognize this Pauline Trigère black dress. Love Pauline Treasure. She created some of my favorite looks for Elizabeth Taylor. But I just like having something fun out here for people to look at. And the wonderful thing is with the chai, we brewed it in the back here yesterday. I actually have some of it now. And the shop still smells like amazing spices. Ugh, it's wonderful. I love it. All right, so I think this might be the end of the video while I get things cleaned up, but just want to say, for any of you out there who are watching that donated or have donated to other nonprofits that help families and animals in your community, from someone who's experienced it and has received that help, you are an amazing human, and just know that what you do is amazing, and people like me can't thank you enough. All right, I'm going to end this here, and we'll see what the next couple of weeks brings. Bye, everyone.